Hello everyone, welcome to YourPedia and this is Shubhya. So as you all know that I am in Singapore and currently I am in NTU. So yes, I got a chance to interact with Saurabh sir. He's doing his PhD and is currently in 4th year. He's from School of Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering. So first of all, thank you so much Saurabh sir for being a part of our platform.
Thank you for inviting today.
Yes sir. So sir, first I would like to know about your academic background.
So currently I'm doing my PhD in Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering, but my research is on material science actually. And before this, I did my Masters from IIT BHU in 2021. And before that, I did my Bachelor's from BIT Mestra in 2018. Yeah.
So you're coming from which part of India?
From Patna.
From Patna.
Yeah.
So how come you made a decision that from all over Patna you chose Singapore and that particularly NTU?
Because as I mentioned that my research is on material science, and then I joined in 2022. So that time the ranking of NTU in material science school, it was the number one. So yeah, that was one of the motivating factors for me to choose NTU to join as a PhD.
So many of the Indian students are afraid that about the course fees and you can say about the structure, that how it runs. So can you guide a brief about it?
So actually for masters, actually there are two courses. So masters by coursework and masters by research.
Okay.
So if you want to join masters by coursework, then I think you will have to roughly pay a fee of lump sum 50k in SGD.
Okay.
Yeah, Singaporean dollar. And then for masters by research, actually I think there is not such fees. On top of that, you will be given a stipend.
Okay.
But to get into this masters by research coursework, it's pretty tough. So there is like a lot of competition actually. So you'll have to you'll have to have a very good background. I suppose like you need to have some research background basically. That is one thing which is must if you want to get into this master by research.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Right. And what about the scholarship program?
So scholarships is actually not for much masters by coursework, but yeah, there is some in that you might be based on your past records. You'll be given scholarship, and that will roughly vary from like 5% to 50%. So that's like the range. But again, you have to have a very good background for getting scholarship in masters by coursework. But for masters by research, you'll be getting a stipend and again scholarship which will waive off your entire fees, but again as I mentioned it's competitive, and then you will have to have a very good background to get into that.
So it depends on your academia, like the past performance of yours.
Past performance of your your GPA, your research records, how good your projects are, all those things actually they are actually something.
So the university ranks you on the holistic procedures actually, not on you can say one dimension, but
for sure, you need to have like a whole background basically.
And what about the quality of education over here?
So actually quality can be like you can judge based on different factors. One of that I would say research. In research there is no comparison if you talk about NTU in terms of universities in Asia. NUS is one of that, but NTU ranks as one of the best quality providing in terms of education. That's one thing. Otherwise other factor where actually we look for is the jobs and all.
Right.
So currently the job scenario is a bit down, but again the kind of education that you are getting over here will for sure help you in getting looking and getting good jobs.
So placement opportunities are really good after this.
Actually, so as in India we have this tendency where we see that companies arrive in college and then you approach them and they will give you jobs.
Right.
But it doesn't work that way here. So there are career fairs in that, like various companies they visit campus, and then you'll have to go and then talk to them, like show your interest. Like okay, fine, this is what that's what my background is, this is what my expertise, that's what my experience is, and based on that, if you fit somewhere in their role, then they will actually approach you later for a interview or something. So that's how it works.
So it's like an open communication type of a system.
So it's kind of networking basically.
Networking. You have to build your network, and based on your performance, you get the credentials, right?
True.
Okay. So what about like opportunities? Like what can be the opportunities after the graduation, or you can say the PG the person does?
So after graduation, actually there are two options. Either you go into industry and work there, or in the second option you again go for PhD, like higher education. Sorry. So for industry. Again, as I mentioned, there are career fairs. Like there are 2 career fairs throughout a year, so like one each semester. And in that career fair, actually, you can reach out to the companies, make network with them, talk to them, like what are their options, what kind of roles they're looking for. So based on that, actually, you can approach them. Another is that if you have research interest, then go for PhD, go for look for PhD opportunities not just in Singapore, not just in NTU, rather like over the globe, you can do that.
Right.
These are two basically opportunities that you have after finishing your masters.
Okay. One question comes from the mind of students is that what is the life inside the campus and also the outside campus life? So,
Life in the campus is very happening actually, that because there are multiple events that keep on happening throughout the whole semester. Like there will be some research seminars, there will be some academic seminars and all. So if you want to learn something out of your classroom, that option is also there. Other than that, there are some multiple cultural events, because this university consists of students from all over the globe. So there is always some kind of cultural events happening. So yeah, you can enjoy those. Other than that, there are actually some clubs. There are multiple clubs in NTU which keeps on organizing multiple events. There are what is that, like taekwondo club, karate club and all those things. So they will be doing their sports events, there will be academic event, there will be recreational events, welfare events that keep on happening throughout the whole semester. So that is something which will keep you busy, and then you will feel always you will not feel okay fine you're just doing research or just into academics. There are multiple opportunities that keep on happening, and then you will find yourself indulge in that if you like doing these things. Other than that, actually outside the campus, so Singapore is a very good place. You can for sure on your weekends go out of the campus, walk around. There are multiple hiking trails, and then people love hiking. So that is one thing which you can do.
And it's the safest place, I would say, right?
Yeah, it is. It is
completely.
It doesn't matter if it is what time it is. You can always go out.
Right.
And then the bus facilities, like the public buses, public trains and all are very safe, and then they are very, very efficient and all. So yeah, you can take those. And
based on the transportation, if a student has to rely based on the safety purpose, everything, that is very much comfortable in Singapore, and that too in NTU, that's good.
Yeah, true.
Okay. So any of the message, many of the Indian students, you want to inspire, why they should study in NTU? Because yes, you have studied from one of the best of the universities. Basically, you have got from the top tier universities of India too, and you chose NTU. Maybe there are certain particular reasons behind it. So if there is a kind of an inspiration for the Indian students, what would it be?
See, for me, I told I came here just because of the ranking of material science, because obviously it matters. Right. So yeah, that's also if one of the deciding factor for you. Please for sure take that into consideration. The ranking, basically. So ranking is one of the factor. Along with that, the lifestyle here is good, and the quality of education is again good. So after graduating from here, you will for sure have a very bright future.
Yeah, so basically if you want to build your future, you need to go and come to NTU, right?
This is not the only place, but this is one of the
one of the best place, right? Yeah. Okay. And one more thing, how many Indian students, if you have to rate, percentage of Indian students in NTU? Because sometimes it is all the students are from other countries and they would feel left out and all. So is that the case over here?
No, it doesn't. For sure, for an Indian student, it does. They will never feel like that, because there are plenty of students. I think the number roughly varies from 10 to 15%. So yeah, there are a lot of Indian students. I think in total around 30,000 students are there in NTU, and out of that, around 10,000, around not 10,000, but roughly around 6,000-7,000 students.
So
are
means
Indians.
A good number is there of Indian
actually,
students, right? And they are very interactive and vocal.
True.
And the faculty too is very interactive.
Yeah, there are faculties from there are faculties from China, India, other countries. There are European faculties too. But they are very good actually. You can reach out to them anytime. They are mostly available. They are always available on there is Teams, there is Outlook. Reach out to them. They will always be.
So also, if I have to ask you one word in which you can describe NTU, what word you will be choosing right now?
I would say it's a very happening, current place.
Happening place.
Yeah.
Okay. So Saurabh, that was all, and we had a very brief, but yes, in the brief time also you guided the students about the coursework, about the infrastructure and everything, and the kind of facilities the opportunities they can get after once they graduate, or you can say they go for such programs. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.